Hello everyone. So recently the Xenoverse community specifically has been it has outright just been hyped. It really has. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, the atmosphere has been quite interesting over the past few days, given that although Super Saiyan Blue, or rather Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, fantastic name, hasn't been officially confirmed yet, it's 99.99% chance that it's going to be added, and of course for male and female Saiyan avatars. But with that being said, I do find it hard to believe that they're just going to put in Super Saiyan Blue and nothing else. So because of that, I just want to do a quick video, however long it's going to be, I don't know, before V-Jump leaks, which it should leak in give or take about a week from when this video is uploaded. So we might get some news then, I don't know for sure, but again, it's something just to keep an eye on just in case. So with that being said, let's just go over a few of the transformations, awakens, whatever you want to call them, that could potentially be added in addition to Super Saiyan Blue for the DLC 6, DLC 7, if they got to do that, I don't know. But basically just transformations that could very well be added into Xenoverse 2 in the future. So firstly, well, this may be a little controversial to say, given that, well, Saiyans have quite a few transformations already and they're getting Super Saiyan Blue. But I think a new form, awaken, whatever, that could very well be added in this update, the DLC 6/Extra Pack 2 update, is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and of course on top of that, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10. Now the reason why I say this is because, well, there is a Super Soul that was added in, I believe, DLC 1, the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku Super Soul, the I've been saving this Kaioken. Now, what's interesting about that Super Soul is that it activates when you use either Kaioken or Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Now, yes, I do know that there is a preset of Super Saiyan Blue Goku that, of course, has Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and this Super Soul, so that could just be added there to let you know what the, I guess, like what the Super Soul effect does. So when you use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, but I don't know, man, it just feels a bit too specific to put it there. Like, I just don't know, it just feels very, very specific. I just can't really explain it, but I do kind of have a feeling that we'll get not just one, but two different awakened skills for Saiyans at least in this update, and that would be, well, I guess, well, it's not going to be called Super Saiyan Blue, it'll be called, well, firstly, for the first one, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Kaioken. Now, the way I'd make this work is that for Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Kaioken, just make it a, you know, I guess you could say like a copy and paste of Super Saiyan. So by that I mean, of course, give it a different transformation animation, change your hair, your aura, your eyes, etc. But I'd make Super Saiyan Blue give you like the same damage and stamina and whatever that Super Saiyan 1 gives you. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, same as Super Saiyan 2, and of course, yes, you've guessed it, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10, the same damage and ki and stamina recovery as Super Saiyan 3. So it'll be like the same, yeah, maybe a slightly longer or shorter transformation animation, I don't know. But basically, it wouldn't give you like a massive increase, and of course, I wouldn't make it, especially not for Saiyan, well, you know, for Saiyan avatars in general, I wouldn't make it so that it gives you like infinite, well, not infinite, but like it makes the stamina reduction far less, and you know, I just wouldn't do that because, I mean, if you have the stamina reduction, well, yeah, like that stamina reduction as well as the health drain, well, the health drain wouldn't really be too much of a problem because you just put the Elder Kai Super Soul on with Do or Die, Divinity Unleashed, Dad's Import, that would maybe not completely negate the effect, but it would certainly slow it down to a point where it could honestly be game breaking. It really, really could. And for just Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, I'd make it so like maybe it's like the strength of, I don't know, super, like, you know, in the, I guess, like damage scaling part, I'd say like the same strength as maybe something like a Super Saiyan 1.5, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think that would work pretty nice, to be honest. But again, if Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and by extension Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 does get added for avatars, oh my goodness, that would be absolutely disgusting. Now moving on to the other races, now this is kind of tricky because, well, especially for the Freezer race, I don't really see what transformation, or rather what race exclusive transformation they could get. And the reason why I say this is because the first race exclusive transformation they received in the Xenoverse franchise was, of course, the Golden form, also known as Turn Golden. Fantastic name. Now, Of course, I have no problem with this, but it does kind of bring up one problem in the sense of, well, as of right now, it is like the best Frieza race transformation, not only in Xenoverse, but more so in just the Dragon Ball franchise, because like that's the best one, it just is. Now you could argue, oh, what about the true golden form that, you know, Golden Frieza mastered while, well, Frieza rather, that he mastered, you know, through meditation or like through the other world, or, you know, when he's in that cocoon. I'd say, yeah, I wouldn't mind that being added in, but I mean, in terms of an appearance, it wouldn't really look that different. Like, you could maybe make the aura more, I guess, explosive or vibrant, and maybe make it so that they're more shiny, and of course, like, give like a stat increase, you know, of course, but I don't know, that just seems a bit lazy in my opinion, so I wouldn't really say that. But on the other hand, it's like, well, you can't really give them a 100% max power form, because, well, that's like, compared to the golden form, it's just, it's just inferior, it really is. Think of it like this. Imagine back to the original Dragon Ball Xenoverse game, Xenoverse 1. Imagine for our Saiyan avatars we had Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 3. Imagine we just have that, then in Xenoverse 2, imagine if they gave us Super Saiyan 2. It wouldn't really make sense. Now, yes, I do know that pretty much, well, for most situations, Super Saiyan 3 just isn't the best form to take, because now, yes, it does give you a massive damage increase, but the stamina and ki recovery just isn't worth it in most, not all, but most situations. But the point still stands, like the example, well, I hope it still makes sense. So that being said, like I've already mentioned, yes, the true golden form would technically work as a good transformation, I guess, but it just doesn't seem that interesting in my opinion, given that we already have the golden form. Now, moving on to the Namekian race. Now, this only happened like, what, about a week ago as of me recording, well, not even a week ago, like less than a week ago as of me recording this. In episode 118 of Dragon Ball Super, we see two Namekians. I forget the names of them off the top of my head. The two and Namekians. I forget the name of them off the top of my head, but they both fused with like half of the Namekian race from Universe 6 to create like two super, ultra, mega, super Namekians. Now, I would say sure that would work, because, you know, it's like, well, you know, it's a Namekian fusion, like a permanent Namekian fusion type of ability. Now, yes, that would work, but the reason why that's not going to be added more than likely into this update of Xenoverse 2 is because, well, it's still pretty damn new and recent. So unfortunately, because of that, in DLC 6, that transformation just isn't going to be added. I mean, if it does get added, great, I'd love to eat my own words there, but I just don't think it will. Margins, well, with margins, I mean, just the super form, like, why not? There is a reason why I'm just like skipping over these few, kind of, or not going into much detail. And lastly, what? Earthlings. Now, again, it's weird because, well, okay, so what we should do here is that for Earthlings, yes, like I just said, it is weird because they don't really have, you know, like an exclusive race transformation, in the sense of, like, for example, Saiyans, it's Super Saiyan. For the Frieza race, it's the Turn Golden, etc. But what I'd say is that, well, given that they have the Pale Pro form right now in Xenoverse 2, just work off that and give them another weapon, well, like another weapon transformation. And for that, I'd give them just Wiz's staff. Like, I think that would have to be really cool. Like, give them like a transformation, a quote-unquote transformation, where they use Wiz's staff and just like give them like a new combo chain. Like, I think that would be pretty damn cool in my opinion. So, moving on to what could be given to all the races across the board. Well, firstly, you know, the elephant to the room. Well, not really elephant to the room, but like the most obvious choice, pure progress. Now, to this I'd say, yes, that would work, you know, given that well, if you use a Walking Hit and you use pure progress twice, it's pretty damn powerful, it really is. Like, it really is powerful, and the reason being is because it's like, what, takes 5 bars of, well, firstly, it's a permanent form, you can't power down from it, and I believe each power up takes 5 bars of ki, and of course the animation is pretty long, so Kappa. So yeah, I think that would work. But then again, given that Saiyan's already getting a new form, do you make it only exclusive to Earthlings, Margins, Namekians, and the Frieza race, or do you make it available to everyone? Now, I would say make it available to everyone, because it's not even hinted at in any way, shape, or form in either the anime or the manga or any of the official material, at least not as of when this video is uploaded, that pure progress is something that Saiyans can't do. Like, it's just not even hinted at. So I'd say because of that, sure, give them to Saiyans, but then again, maybe they've got too many transformations. I mean, I'd love it, I'd love it if they had pure progress. That'd be great. But really, I've only got one other idea for something that they could give to all the other races as well, and that is the, okay, I'm not going to say Super Saiyan Rose, but that is the Goku Black Rose Scythe, the one where he like pulls it out of his hand. Now, you could say, oh, hold on a second, but that's something that's exclusive to Saiyans. Not necessarily, and the reason why I say that is because, well, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, one of his signature attacks, Divine Lasso, and even his Kamehameha, the Super Black Kamehameha Rose, every race, gender, whatever you want to call them, in Xenoverse 2, they can use both. So, I mean, it just seems perfect in my opinion. Like, I wish I started the video off by mentioning that, kind of. Like the animation is already there. Well, not already there, but it's like they've got something to work off of. Like when Goku Black pulls it out of his hand or like rips into like the sky or something when he's fighting Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this video, guys. Do let me know in the comments what you think. And like what I mentioned earlier, V-Jump should leak in give or take a week, maybe a week and a half. Yeah, I'd say, well, maybe 2 weeks at like the absolute most, but we'll have to wait and see. And if any new information does get revealed there about future updates for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, of course, I will cover it on the channel. So guys, with that being said, thank you ever so much for watching this video. I do sincerely hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.